What's up to all my Cancers? You have the Five of Wands, the Hermit, Six of Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Swords, King of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Cups, and last but not least, we have the Knight of Swords. So, for you Cancers, right, the Five of Wands, the Hermit, the Six of Swords are about you Cancers not wanting to fight, not wanting to get into a lot of confrontation around at this, you don't want to get yourselves into a lot of confrontation at this time. Cancers can fight. I'm not even going to lie. Cancers, if for you cross watchers or for any of you Cancers that's watching this, Cancers can most definitely fight, okay? But a lot of you don't want any kind of conflict. I'm just seeing how, conflict is more so coming to you, and you're not necessarily doing anything, especially when it comes to just, overall in general, right? In generalities. So the Two of Wands and the Six of Swords represent at this current point in time, some of you Cancers may be paying a little bit too much about from the past, the disagreements that you've had to deal with, then you are paying attention to who's coming in potentially, right? As far as the future is concerned, who's coming in now, who's coming in the future. Because as long as you continue to live, obviously, you're going to get to know other people are going to get to know you. So the Page of Swords and the Two of Swords is about the situation and you, how it is that you just want to put on a blindfold and not really pay attention to the conflict, but how it is that, a lot of people try to pull you into conflict, and that's exactly what it is that a lot of you Cancers are avoiding. The Six of Swords, they may also try to act like they are coming in trying to get to know you, and then they pull a fast one on you, right? Now all of a sudden they start switching up, and obviously you Cancer crabs don't like that. That's the whole reason why a lot of y'all protect yourselves in the first place. So the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles now represents, so you're taking this time right now to be by yourselves, to heal emotionally, and when you Cancer crabs are ready, move on to get to know other people when you are ready, because of the Ten of Swords. You've had to deal with a lot of dysfunction, a lot of people betraying you, unfortunately, and you just essentially you really want to heal from that, which is very much so true. A lot of you Cancer crabs, a lot of you probably have been through a lot. I'm not going to sit up here and doubt that. The Three of Cups and the Knight of Swords now represents, so as a result, so as a result of this, the Three of Cups and the Knight of Swords, are about how you want to be able to do what it is that you want and just sit back and relax, okay? And let people, and let people come to you, as well as have fun with your friends, family, loved ones, right? And see the Knight of Swords and see who comes to you. See what type of person is interested in putting in effort to get to know you. And that's very good. That's a very good mentality to have, Cancer, you Cancer crabs being water signs, a lot of you pretty much get it. It's definitely about learning how to adapt to the situation. Yes, it's very good, because a lot of you Cancer crabs understand that, it's not always about trying to march forward and just get things done your way only. It's also about learning how to be like water, how to seep through the crevices, how to go around objects, how to flood objects, right? How to change form, all of that type of stuff. So a lot of you Cancer crabs pretty much got the understanding, you got the idea that, because things are not necessarily working out for you, right? Unfortunately, things are becoming difficult, or things were difficult like that, where you're trying to get to know these people and trying and trying and trying. And all it is that some of you Cancer crabs was getting was stuff, right? Just disagreements. And the disagreements didn't work out. There was no kind of functionality to the disagreement where you and the other person, this was a bump in the road where you and the other person could have worked out, because you and this other person was getting to know each other based upon what the two, how do I say this, problem solving. Because a lot of times too, people don't really take into consideration that healthy disagreements can actually be a good thing, right? Disagreeing in a relationship is a good thing sometimes, because this is one more bump in the road to where it actually makes the relationship stronger. You get into a disagreement with a person, and what you do is that the two of you can now figure out if the two of you can problem solve as a team. So it teaches you teamwork, it creates the bond, or I should say it makes the bond stronger, because now the two of you have been through something. The two of you can actually talk about the difficulties that the two of you have been through with each other, okay? And on top of that, it also makes for a good story, of course, right? More time is invested in effort, and effort is invested. So the Five of Wands and the Hermit now represents, but this is not what it is that you were getting. You were getting dysfunctional disagreements. The person is more interested in styling and profiling, and trying to act like they are going to get what they want. And the Six of Swords, like I said, the Six of Swords is about, yes, other people are coming in, but what you would get shortly after you getting to know them would be the dysfunctionality, the Page of Swords. Now these people have it out for you, right? These same people that you're trying to get to know, they have it out for you for some reason. So now you Cancer crabs not only got to deal with whatever adversity that you have to deal with in your own daily life, but also the fact that these people have it out for you. If you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called the link tree. Click on it. It'll redirect you to a website in which there's ways you can support me, right? Because it has all my social media websites on it. From my Amazon, the books that I have that are on Amazon, my Instagram page, my my clothing store, as well as if you want to get a private tarot reading from me, I am available to do private tarot readings today. Come through, go to the website where it says private tarot reading, click on it. It'll tell you how much I'm charging for how long. Scroll down a little bit, it'll give you a description. Scroll down a little bit after that, and it'll show you a buy now button along with a Cashapp cash tag. The buy now button leads you to PayPal. If you click on it, where you fill out the information, pay me, right? And then, scroll down a little bit more, and it'll, show you how you can email me. So I get the emails. We'll set up the reading that way. Also, it has my Cashapp cash tag above it, which I also have PayPal. Thank you. Oh yeah, and my email address, just in case if you're having trouble with it and you want to set something up, you need a little bit more help, you can always feel free to email me at Kareemspiritworks at yahoo.com. So let's get into it. Let's start clarifying some cards. So, okay, so let's clarify the King of Cups. So to clarify the King of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Magician, right? So this is about how a lot of you, you're taking the time, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, to like I said, to be more receptive, to watch people, right? And I've spoken about this many times. A lot of times when people get themselves caught up in relationships, it's because they're really not paying attention. And the more attention, put it like this, the better you are at spotting BS is the shorter those fake relationships are going to be, which saves you time because you're able to see through the BS. The Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Swords now, right, is about you, Cancer crabs, allowing yourself to see through the nonsense, to see if people are even putting in an effort. Will they even put in an effort to get to know you? Or is it something where they think that you, Cancer crabs, should put in all the effort? The Queen of Pentacles and the Magician, okay, represents some people. For those people who are, you should start hanging out with them, right? Getting to know them romantically, as long as you like them, of course, right? But that's why you're taking the time to get to know them in the first place. The Magician represents, and just be more receptive to what's going on, right? The Magician the Magician is a person that is essentially neutral to what's going on, because the Magician is a person or an idea, basically, where it's not necessarily about only going after what they want, but also learning how to sit back and pay attention to what's going on, right? Controlling their own environment. And that's how it is that you, Cancer crabs, get more. You will get more, and you get more of what you want. The law of, people talk about the law of attraction. The law of attraction is learning how to take passive action, meaning paying attention, taking action, go right back to paying attention again. And fortunately, you, Cancer crabs, just like Virgos, just like Leo, right? Y'all are diligent at paying attention. So us, because I'm a Virgo and I have Cancer in my chart, and y'all are Cancer crabs, right? So y'all, those three zodiac signs are diligent when it comes to paying attention and seeing what it is that you should do. So if you want to be in a better relationship, right, a better quality relationship, maybe depending on what you, Cancer crabs, are doing, for some of you, Cancer crabs, who are a little bit too passive, expect people to come to you, go say something to them. There's been many times that I know Cancer crabs who essentially, they wait for the other person to say something to them. And this ends up squandering their game, because what it looks like is the Cancer crabs, are putting in no effort. So for the Cancer crabs, my suggestion for the Cancer crabs who wait for the person to say something to them, be more active. Go up to them and interact with them. Try to get to know them more. For the Cancer crabs who's been active, okay, sit back and see what happens and see who comes to you. And then still, yes, put in an effort, of course, but also just pay attention to see if who they act like they are matches up with their interactions with you, okay? Now let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. The Page of Wands, Seven of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the Fool. Right. So the Page of Wands, the Seven of Swords, allowing yourself to, some of you Cancer crabs, doing what you need to. So the same suggestion that I was talking about. For some of you Cancer crabs who are too passive, being more active. For some of you Cancer crabs who are being active, being more passive. And going out there and seeing what's happening. the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Magician, specifically the Seven of Swords, yes, some people will give you a problem, but you're more attentive to that. So you're paying, so you know what's coming. You're able to see this BS coming from a mile away. The ones who act up and who play games. So this is your own protection that you're giving to yourself, because now you're not too passive to where you're just allowing anything to happen, any kind of programming to be implemented into you, right? Because that's what happens when you're too passive. And then being too active, you're just running around and you know, trying to look for something, but then you're not really paying attention as well. So the thing is that the Ten of Wands and the Fool represents, so once you start doing that, the Ten of Wands and the Fool is you're freed up essentially from the situation. You're freed up from this particular situation where you can't necessarily find anybody, because your search will make itself much more easy for you to understand, because you will know the people who are full of it. You will see the people who BSing and wasting time and just want to get attention, because you will be paying attention. And see, the problem with Cancer crabs, kind of the strength, kind of the strength or the advantages Cancer crabs and the disadvantage of Cancer crabs is the detective nature that a lot of Cancer crabs have, where a lot of y'all are attentive, y'all pay attention, but the awareness, which is represented in Leo, of what you're paying attention to, sometimes can end up doing you Cancer crabs a disservice. So, but other than that, you Cancer crabs should be well off though with this. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, we have 5,400. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.